There ain't no reason to be nervous.
Fuck. Okay, it's not, but it is at the same time.
Okay.
Did you choose like
No, I
no?
was kind of gonna let you. Also, what did you get? Did you get the cookies?
I did. You looked happy. You look super happy about the cookies. You don't
Yes.
like raspberry cheesecake?
They're good. I just forgot that
Not
they
your
had
favorite.
them.
Oh,
To be
okay.
honest with you, I went online because I forgot.
So I got you a basic sandwich because I be indecisive. So I was like,
That's
he should
fine.
have really told me what's on it. So it's a
No,
turkey
thank you.
sandwich because I don't really eat ham. So I just got you a turkey sandwich.
That's good. Thank you.
No problem.
So, what were some of the topics you sent me? Let me
Um,
continue. You got them pulled up?
yep.
Do you want to
So
introduce yourself first?
are we on?
Yeah, I already
Oh,
started
okay.
recording.
I didn't know. Okay. So I'm Lachai, aka Brandy Lache. You can choose what you want to call me. Um, yeah. I'm here with.
What do you do?
Oh, okay. What do I do? I do a
I mean,
lot.
like, not like, because of course everybody has to do something during their day, but I mean, like,
Well, what? How would I like
what's your
introduce myself?
passions? You know, like, do you say like you're a spiritual leader? You're just somebody who studies?
Well, I
What do you
would
What do you say?
say that
Content creator?
I wouldn't say I'm a content creator, but I do make my life my content. I'm a spiritual advisor. I make jewelry. I do jewelry, crystal custom pieces. What else do I do? I do poetry. I'm making an EP. So that's exciting for me because I'm actually just now branching out and using my voice to like turn my poetry into music. So I'm releasing an EP. So I rap and I sing. And what else?
I did not know
So
that.
like
That's
I
good to
oh,
know.
and my new venture is photography right now. Once I moved to LA, I got my first like professional photography gig. So I've been taking that really serious and trying to branch out and just like expand my craft. So I would like to say I'm a jack of all trades. Might sound like, cheesy, but I'm very good at a lot of things and I try to utilize the things that I'm good at for my life. I feel like it brings me fulfillment to do the things that I'm good at. Working a 9 to 5 is draining. It's not fulfillment for me. So, me branching out and doing the things that I'm naturally gifted at and seeing where it takes me is my goal right now in life.
When did you move to LA?
Um, I'm so excited about life right now because it's about to be a year in like 2 3 days. So I moved here September 15th on my mom's birthday last year.
It's a blessing. How do you like it? Because I've been here my whole life. And
What?
you moved to a good area. You did move to a good side.
Okay, this is cool.
Amazing area.
Remember I said something about the helicopters?
The valley, the valley's amazing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I started off like in the Valley, so I was in NoHo at first. So I like NoHo, so I wanted to stay like a little close to that area. So I ended up planted here. But LA is cool. You see, I'm repping hard. I got like 5 LA hats at this point. I don't even have a St. Louis hat, so I must love LA.
How did it help your creative like endeavors? Because I know LA has that spirit where it's
It does.
like you was I was just
It
talking about this.
really
I'll be
does.
walking to Studio City. I want to move to Studio City because every time I'm walking out here, people talking about what I'm trying to do, or somebody will stop me and give me a business idea. Like the city kind of helps. So
I'm not gonna lie. LA, it has like you said, it has a spirit to it. It has an energy to it. And I feel like it's one of those energies where it can sweep you up off your feet and take you anywhere. So you have to be grounded, I believe, when you come here. I would not recommend somebody coming here and not like truly knowing their self because you can get lost easy. But I will say this is a place that allows you to feel free. And you feel that freedom as soon as you get here. As soon as you start meeting people and you start networking with people and hearing their story and seeing where they are right now in life, you realize like, wow, this is a place where you can become all that you want to be. It's just up to you, and that's how I felt about it. That's the energy I felt. And it almost feels like St. Louis, like for my St. Louis people who watching this, for my St. Louis people, if you ever go downtown in St. Louis, downtown St. Louis, it feels like life. Like it don't matter what you do down there, it just feels good. And I feel like that's how it feels here in California for me. Now, I didn't run into like, bad vibes, but mostly I've been blessed. So I've been surrounded by really good energy, and it allows me to open myself up to be who I really want to be. Like it allowed me to really like show myself like fully and authentically, and not feel like I had to hide a piece of myself because I feel like someone else wouldn't accept it. I feel like whether people accept it or not here, they don't make it known that they don't. You know what I mean? Like they still support
They
you.
mind
They
their
still look
business.
at you like you cool. You can walk in here with whatever on you want, and people
Hmm.
they look at you and they mind their business and be back in their world, or they'll be partying with you later on. You be like, wow, you realize like I guess people are a little less judgmental here, and if they are judgmental, it's inside of them. So you won't know it until like you're around them multiple days. But that first interaction with people, I feel like I learned a lot. Like a lot of times I learned a lot. A couple days passed, I realized, okay, yeah, no, you were momentary, but I learned a lot from them. And I feel like that's my biggest gift because I always take what I can from a situation and learn something, you know.
That's beautiful. That was a good introduction.
I
I
know,
think they
right? That was
got
a long introduction. I'm sorry, y'all. I hope y'all ready. I talk a lot.
but that's needed because they need to understand like kind of who you are and get your energy a little bit, you
Yeah,
know.
facts.
So let me go to the questions. Is there any ones that stuck out to you that was kind of on your spirit to talk about? Because I'm able to flow. I want to
Okay.
go where your emotions and your heart is really telling
Well,
you.
I liked every topic, but I think I'm like a caption person. So I'll go based off of like the titles.
Hmm.
Um, you know, maybe we should talk about protecting your spirit in a chaotic world. I like that one. And I like that one because recently I identified some strengths and weaknesses that I have when it comes to protecting my energy.
What
So,
were they? What situation happened?
so I do hospitality, so I deal with people on a daily. I see different type of people. I interact with different energies on a daily, and I personally feel like sometimes it's hard for me to operate because I feel energy very strongly. Not all people endure this, but some people do, where we are very sensitive to people's emotions, people's thoughts, everything. And
Empath.
yeah, I'm at the point to where I'm aware of that. And the more higher up I go within myself, the more it's stronger, and I can feel it more and more. Like even from a handshake or a hug, or you just sitting right next to me, or me just looking at you in your eyes, like it's an instant transfer. So sometimes I don't know how to block it. I feel like I've identified a way I could block it, but when it's unknown, that's my weakness. When I don't know it's about to come, how do I block it? How do I protect myself from that energy? Or will I always feel that energy? Like that's the kind of space I'm in right now. I'm trying to figure out like am I going to always feel people energy so immensely to where it creates anxiety in me, or will I ever be able to block it, and not feel that energy?
I think you're looking at it a bit wrong,
Okay.
just a little bit. Um, what if you like built up the strength to actually endure your gift and use it to your benefit?
I
Like instead of trying to turn it off or not feel it or block it or something like that, build up the emotional armor to not be nudged or pulled by the basics of interactions, like there should be levels to it.
What if it's conflict? What if it's not like a basic interaction? Like me and you talking now, I can feel your energy, but it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean?
Oh
But I think
no.
in hospitality, it's a little bit harder because you get people that come to you mad about their life and they just want to throw it on you. Like that's what happened to me at work yesterday. Like somebody literally just was having a bad day and they gave me all of that negative energy within the interaction, talking to me with an attitude, asking for my manager, even when I was very calm. And I felt like they were trying to rise out of me, but I was okay. I was chill because I'm used to it. That's the part that I have trouble with. It's the conflict. And I've always been the type of person that don't like conflict. So I understand maybe this is a challenge for me. So what you're saying, I believe there's truth to it. Maybe I do need to learn how to take in conflict in a better way and use my gift as my power. I just don't know how.
Well, that's real as fuck. Because when it comes to things like conflict, it naturally is just going. Your emotions gonna get involved, like byproduct. And I'm very emotional too. So the slightest of conflict, like I don't even like. Let's say I accidentally cut somebody off or it's about to cause an accident or something like little shit.
Yes, me
I'm
too.
like, I'd rather not. You feel me? But I, with me, the way that I worked through that was I started boxing, working out, disciplining myself. So when I got in those moments of conflict, I wasn't looking at it no more of I'm like this because I'm scared or I don't know how to control myself. It's like I just don't want to because conflict isn't necessarily a conflict, you
True.
know? They kind of like put certain conflicts on like damn, I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of like meters, like yellow, red, hot, like warm and cold. Like I
Okay.
rank it like
We
that's
can correlate it to the green light, red light,
yeah,
if you want to. Green
exactly.
light is a little faster, you go. You want to go. Red means, yellow, slow down, So it's a slower energy. But I get what you're saying. It's like a build up.
Most people aren't completely green light, where the conflict is that bad, where you have to go to certain levels. But people's emotions, people talk and people project. They could be
Yeah.
triggered by you for no reason. They could just
Yeah.
look at you and just see your spirit and just
Literally.
they
And
just decided to take it out on you. They didn't
I
have nobody around them
swear.
that day. Their kids was gone, their wife or the husband left them. You were the first person they saw with
Hey,
a
and
lick of
that's how it
joy.
be every time.
Yep.
Every time. But yeah, I don't know. Conflict is hard sometimes. I feel like I've had a lot of practice with it. Recently I dealt with a lot of conflict and I feel like I handled the situation in the most graceful way I could ever handle a situation in my life. And I feel like that's the reason why I'm still blessed right now. And that's the reason why God is taking care of me how he is because he's seen how I moved with my heart posture. So when it comes to conflict, like you say, I don't really have room for it, and I'm very good when it comes to understanding when you're on the same frequency as me. If you're not on the same frequency as me, I am easily able to identify that, and I understand how to draw back my energy from the conversation. So I'm very good with protecting my energy within conversations with people I know that don't understand me or are gonna have trouble with understanding me. It's just, I guess, with me, my energy is so vulnerable because I've been through so much conflict. And although I'm choosing not to avoid it anymore and to go into it, sometimes it's harder to release the energy off of me. When even if I don't care. Because yesterday I didn't care. I didn't care not 1 cent. And I sat there with God and I was like, God, why do I feel this energy so much when I really did not care? I did not care, y'all. I swear I didn't. I was looking at that man like, okay, I hope you have a nice day. Like it was never that deep for me. Emotionally, I didn't take it personal or nothing. And I did that on purpose because I knew once he started to rise, I was like, okay, I got to ground myself. I can't allow him to shift my energy because I'm having a blessed day. I'm having a good day. It's no issues, it's no problems. So I'm going to control the narrative and just do my job. But the energy still got on me and it created anxiety. Like my hands started just like shaking really, really bad. And I was like, okay, it's not making sense because in my mind, I'm not scared. In my mind, I'm not, I wasn't anticipating, oh my God.
Facts.
You
These
know
throw me
what?
off too, but like
You
I'm
know
trying to
what? I
calm
seen your
down.
last
I'm trying
podcast.
to calm down. Bees are attracted to me whenever this is something I said.
That was confirmation.
Whenever I do something that I'm either thinking about something spiritual, aligned with some type of spiritual frequency, like it's whenever I'm tapping into some type of divine frequency, it happens. It's like it'll come into my car, certain areas. It's whenever I'm thinking something
High
like it.
vibration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like bees are very spiritual. I feel like they attract to that
They
energy.
are, and I try not so hard to not freak out because I know if you freak out, it's gonna get worse.
I try
And
to.
they come
I
near
was
me
on it
too.
the full
But
time.
you are a bee. You're a bee boy, and I'm not gonna forget that. It was your fault that bee came over here like that. He just came over here cruising like, "What's up?" I'm trying to be in the chat with y'all. Hey, that's how you know your vibration's high. I actually had a friend once that touched a bee, believe it or not, and the bee was drinking water. Yep. I still probably have the video on my TikTok. It's probably all the way at the bottom, like one of my first TikToks I ever posted. But the bee was in like this little, like one of those. and it was drinking the water. You could see it, and he like put his finger over the bee's back and like rubbed it, and it didn't move or anything. Yeah. So you're right. They are definitely smarter than what we think. I bet you guys didn't even know bees drunk water.
It didn't click. It didn't click.
He probably came over here thirsty. No, but
No, I get it. I
yeah.
do, I've been dealing with a lot of conflict recently, but through trauma and family, it feels like. The family tied into work.
What you mean by that?
Because of, damn, how vulnerable do I want to get? I'll get vulnerable. Um, are too vulnerable. The people I work with a lot of artists and stuff like that. And my papa put out, a record that was very respected. So it was like balancing, like, how do I show appreciation for what was gave to me, right? While making it clear that I don't like what's going on. And the way that I
Yeah.
handled it, I just separated myself completely from the situations. I realized what was a little bit more important, family, love, the real shit in life, right? So I sacrificed, you know, I feel like I sacrificed a lot of connections and stuff like that off of integrity, morals.
Yeah.
Just conflict, seeing people do wrong and trying to see the good in them, but the more you see the good in them, they keep doing dumb shit. And it's like,
Trust me, I get you. I understand. Family is probably like our biggest battle in life, honestly. Starting as kids, like that's our first line of conflict right there, or problem solution. Being learning how to like problem solve. I think you learn that a lot with family first.
right, that
And
teaches you a lot.
solitude, I agree. It's the honestly that's my biggest problem solver.
I
I
feel
would
like
separate myself before anything. Like
I thought I was toxic because my go-to, I just block you. I don't even feel like dealing with this. You're
I don't
getting
block
blocked.
now.
I, I don't even feel like dealing with this.
But I feel you because if it gotta be that strong where you gotta block that energy, that's what you gotta do. Maybe you gotta physically block people. I can mentally block people. So I be cool.
I'm an empath too. My emotions are very intact.
That makes
I don't
sense.
want you around. I don't want no trace of you around me.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
know
don't
this is
want
odd. I'm sorry. I'm random, so this is gonna be so
why
random.
do I feel like I know what
What's
you're
your
about to say?
sign?
Damn, I knew what
I
you were about to
know.
say.
Can I guess your sign?
Go
Are you
for
a
it.
Libra?
No.
Pisces. Okay.
Man, is she gonna guess this? What do I give?
Aquarius.
No, you are like
So you're not a water
airballing.
sign. Okay, you're
No,
not a water sign. Yes or no? Okay, what?
I am a water sign.
Okay, so you are a water sign.
I
I'm naming
think
air sign. Libra is an air sign. Okay, I'm sorry. Aquarius was a water sign. Pisces is a water sign.
you didn't list like six of them. I might as well just tell you now. You didn't list like half of the zodiac
I still don't
signs.
know. Go ahead.
Scorpio.
Oh, huh. That's interesting.
How? Why does
Because I
everybody
was
say
gonna
that?
say you couldn't be an earth sign, but you give me earthy vibes. And Scorpio is like my twin because I'm a Taurus. So that's why I said
My
that's very
sister's a
interesting.
Taurus. Yeah, my sister's a
Okay.
Taurus. That's fire. That's fire.
My intuition is strong. Don't doubt it. I just had a moment.
I was hard to read a little bit.
Okay,
That's
okay, we
fire.
can go back. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I just
good.
had to identify that once you start talking because I'm like,
But yeah, I've just been cutting things off, like,
He
and,
said,
and
chop,
realigning
chop, chop,
realigning
chop,
my
chop.
focus. So it's crazy that you saw you getting into photography and all other type of stuff. I kind of wanted to pull back a little bit and do more UGC
What's
type
that?
things. You never heard of UGC? UGC is so instead of, do you know what B2B is? Business to business, brand to
Oh,
brand.
okay. Okay, okay.
So a lot of people when they start businesses, they go B2C,
B to C.
business to consumer. So that's like you doing your photography and you're somebody's mom hires you to shoot a prom or something like that, right? That's you
Oh.
going to a consumer,
Okay, okay, I see what
right?
you're saying.
Going to a business would be you shooting for a coffee shop, and they use your pictures to help promote their shit, right?
Okay.
UGC is basically the online version of that, where you don't
UGC.
need followers, you don't need any of that. You get products you like, so let's say it's a piece of clothing you like or product, anything. Make videos on it and just send it to the brand, and they'll pay you for the video. Like they'll pay you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. The people are getting really big deals.
How do you legalize it?
It's already legalized. I mean,
Oh,
you
so it's under a
get it. Yeah,
platform?
yeah, they pay you out. Well, it's different things. Like go to Fiverr, like like the same things that you would probably use for getting freelance photography jobs. But they do it online. So instead of you actually needing to go to the location and stuff like that,
Bro,
it's actually what these
that was
influencers. I saw
crazy.
it. It's what these influencers are doing. You know how they get all the free stuff and they make videos on it? That's UGC. But
Oh.
they're doing it from a brand deal perspective. But there's this other side of that where you don't need the followers. They'll take the content and they'll post it on their platform.
Oh, wow.
They're just paying you to make the video.
I'm gonna need the details.
I would look up UGC.
That sound cool. That sound cool. So you're
Yeah.
thinking about getting into UGC?
I'm thinking about getting into that because I still have my creative abilities. My creative eye is still super duper sharp. I don't think that's something that's going to turn on. But I think it's finding the right outlet for it because the service route was draining me. Now, granted, I saw results, but that's like a grind. I was noticing that early. Like, I'm only 22. And I was able to notice immediately, like, oh, this is taking a lot of energy. Like, and I have a lot of energy, and this is still draining the fuck out of me. So it made me just kind of start looking at things a little bit differently. Like, I make content already, like, I make content for other people. I might as well just do it online and make more.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like these people make a lot more money online.
I can see that.
And
I
that's
can
what I'm
definitely
like.
see that. For sure.
You can do it all from your house, all from your room. I'm like,
Literally. And you don't gotta move around so much.
And you have a very aesthetic place. You can do a lot of UGC in your place.
You think so?
Yes, in your kitchen, everything, like anything, get products. Literally look it up. Look up UGC.
Okay, I'm gonna look
we're done
into it.
looking up today.
I'm gonna look into it.
They
Because I
would
know
be
what you're.
amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn. It was right in
Did
my
it hit
face.
your head?
Yeah, I
Lord,
sure did
is
hit
you
my
okay?
head. I don't give a damn. It was right in my eye.
Hey, it ain't nothing but confirmation. If y'all know what confirmation
That
is,
is a confirmation.
This chandelier is even confirmation. Like, you gotta turn your spiritual ears on, your spiritual eyes on, and realize, like, when your energy is so strong, and the things that you're talking about actually raises the vibration of the planet, you will notice it by the things that's going on. Like, it was squirrels running behind us. I've never seen squirrels even back here at all. Like, nature is moving because something is clearly moving. But I like that. I think that's confirmation that I really need to get into that.
And that I saw it on a license plate while I was driving here too, and
Really?
it made me think. I was trying
I'm
to
gonna
do
write
it.
that down right now because I'll forget. UGC.
I was trying to do it with somebody,
UGC.
but I like speed. I'm the type of person. It has to. I like to get the idea out quicker and move on. See if it works. See if it don't.
And it gotta make sense. Like,
Exactly. And people were taking too long, so I was like, I might as well just do this myself. I was
Yeah.
literally about to do it myself. We could partner up on something. See if we could do something together.
say no more. I'm down.
That works.
I'm definitely down.
That works.
Yep. Collaborations is always better. We can like capitalize off of it. You know,
Exactly.
people like when people do stuff in like a unit, if that makes sense. And since
need
it's
teams.
like two genders, that's even better because then it's two different perspectives. You know, so I think
We
that's a
need
good
teams.
idea.
We need teams. Teams
Okay.
in place.
No, for real.
Let me open this up. They was trying to eat my stuff. These flies.
No,
were
they
trying to take
were.
my thing this whole time.
Hey, now the flies of the spiritual world, those are the enemies.
Damn.
Them are monitoring spirits, watching and paying
For
attention.
real? That's
yes.
What that, is that
Why
like
you
a
think he
real
tried to get your
spirit-
food?
Is that like a real spiritual, like,
Yes.
big flies on monitoring
Yes.
spirits?
And if you check in like different cultures, it means different things. Like I was around this person that was like Indian, And it was a fly on the wall while I was talking about some stuff, and she was like, "Oh,
That's where that
she was
came
like,
from.
yeah, the thought frame of the fly on the wall. She was
Oh,
like,
my
that means someone's looking at your social media, and I was like, what? Now I heard the fly on the wall thing before, but you know, every culture has something different, you know, a different meaning, and I find truth in all cultures, you know. So I'm not gonna lie, I do believe in that, and every time a fly come around, it's never nice. You know what I mean? Like, it's always irritating and trying to be in your space. And it's always when you were doing something you don't need a fly to be around doing. You know what I mean? Eating, fly. Chilling in the house, you relaxing, trying to find peace, a fly just come. You know? And then they shit on you. Excuse my language. But, I mean, come on now. It screams lower vibration.
Let me adjust the camera. I've been watching the camera from the mirror the whole time.
For real?
Yep.
I was going to tell you to check on it because I already know how stuff goes sometimes.
Man,
We'll be doing some great shit, and then it'll delete or something. So I was like, we should make sure.
I was recording, the homegirl, I was using that camera. I forgot that it turns off after 30 minutes. So you're sitting there talking for like an hour, and the last 30 minutes of it is gone.
I would have cried.
I'm like, you know what? I'll use it. I got some.
Yeah, at least you got some content
That's
out
what
of
I'm
it.
saying.
But that would have made me straight cry. Like, after they left, I would have been like, oh my God. But that's how you know when you're doing something right. That's how you know. Like, recently, I finished my EP, but I was doing one last song the other day, and I love the beat. So when the beat was playing, I was like, oh, I gotta record this right now. Pulled out my headphones. Kid you not, I don't do nothing with my headphones. They sit on the table. Headphones broke. All of a sudden, they don't work no more. I'm like, bro, that is crazy. But it's okay, because that doesn't mean I'm doing something right. That means I'm dropping some heat, and you trying to slow me down. But that's fine, because I like redirection. You know what I'm saying? Because it allows me to like really ground myself in and see what it is that God wants me to do, and not just myself. Because it could have also been a sign like, oh, God, like, oh, slow down. You don't need to make another song right now. But you got to have the proper discernment to understand what it is that God is trying to tell you in that situation. Period. I ain't had Subway in a long time. Really don't eat Subway. It's not my go-to. But it was like the closest thing to the house. I feel like I should have got you one of my sandwiches. You probably would have liked
that shit
it.
look good as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
For real? You want a piece?
No, that's good. You can fuck your shit up. I should have been specific. I didn't
I'm gonna
ask
give
you
you
what
a
I
piece though,
wanted.
because I want you to try it, because I feel like it is good. But I made yours similar to mine, just didn't put the teriyaki sauce on there.
Let's see. It says discuss anxiety, analysis paralysis, and overthinking from both genders.
You guys should talk about it. I actually recently heard that terminology though.
Analysis paralysis?
It's my first time ever hearing it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Bro, that's some real shit. It would
I
really
know.
like stump you. That like overthinking. That's one of our worst.
I didn't even
like,
know it was I didn't know that was a thing.
That's why awareness is so important.
I feel like they said something else. Hold on, I write everything down in my notes. Analysis, because I know I wrote this down. Here it is. I don't know. Because I said I was going to write something about this and do a whole series over analysis paralysis. I lied. I said I write down everything in my notes. I have a new phone. It's not in there. But I think that is a good topic. Because I do believe that we overthink a lot of stuff. Like, and it keeps us from moving forward. Like, we will analyze stuff to the T. Just for example, the little thing I told you about today. The little random, invite to do the...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that could have been analysis paralysis. I could have, like, allowed myself to analyze the situation so much that it stopped me from taking the opportunity. You know? Even though I'm not going to take it, but still. Not because of my analysis, just because of, 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2 in the situation. So it wouldn't make sense for me to do it. But
wow, analysis paralysis, man. I felt for them, and this is so crazy because it low-key makes me mad too. He'll be like, "Oh, you're so young. You have so much more time to get exactly where you want to."
okay.
But I'm sitting there, I'm like, this it feels like a 1 plus 1 equals 2 situation. And I noticed that over time,
I didn't mean to talk about you.
if I wasn't overthinking as much, if I was just doing, probably would have did it already.
That's true.
And I notice that's probably what stops a lot of people. Because the things that we want, realistically, it's like a 1 + 1 = 2 type of situation. Like, if other people have did it, there's like literal steps to get there.
True.
Like, if
True.
somebody has achieved it, that means that there's a blueprint at that exact moment. And then if multiple people have did it,
It's obviously
there's
achievable. That makes sense.
right. So when people be like, oh, it may take you 10, 15 years, well, what if that person who already did it told you exactly what you need to do? It may have only took 3 to 6. That
Or
10
what if it
years
don't
is
even take
you,
you that long?
right. That 10 years is you figuring it out.
True.
It's not, nothing actually takes that much time to do and complete. It's you figuring it out into, like, to something works.
That's true.
Like,
I like that.
and that's what stumps me, and I guess that's what stumps me and, like, causes a lot of my overthinking, my anxiety, because it's like, I don't like accepting no to certain things, especially when I know it's doable. So I immediately start looking inward. What am I overlooking? What am I not doing? Do I just not have enough faith? I'm not thinking long term enough. Like, and that's a lot where a lot of my overthinking comes. Having really big goals, trying to align with that. Um, and yeah, I think that's the main, just really big goals and trying to align with that, the anxiety that comes behind it.
What does your anxiety feel like when you think about things that you want to achieve in life? Or, that feeling that you're explaining right there.
I feel it in my chest.
Is it heavy? You're the
Of
first
course.
person I know who understands what they feel like. I've asked so many people, and they were like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." And like, I swear to God, I wrote a whole poem about it. Um, and it's crazy because I feel it all the time, and it's when I go too far. I think in my brain, it's like when I reach a level in my brain where I'm thinking about the process of something to where it gets so far out of my mind that I'm not able to see the outcome. And then that's when the immense amount of fear hits my chest, and I'm like, bro, I know I'm capable of doing this. I just did it yesterday. It'll be a goal it'll be a goal you even achieved before. But once you go outside, I feel like once you go outside of your own understanding, that brings in fear, and I think that's the reason why we're supposed to have faith, because everything that's outside of our understanding, as God says, his thinking is outside of our understanding. That's the reason why we got to clench on to faith so much, because you have to walk by faith and not by sight. So if our brain can't see it happening, that's what creates the paralysis, because we can no longer see it. So we do know 1 + 1 = 2, but we don't see that 2 yet. You know what I mean? We don't see the creation of the two coming together. We just see the steps that we might have to take. And we get paralyzed by each step, because then we starting to think about what we don't have or what else we need in order to do that, when in reality all we need is probably nothing but ourselves, you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
I know I said a lot. But no, for
That's
real.
that's real.
Because 1 + 1 = 2, and we know that. Like, I will hear people literally describe their plan, be so excited about it, check on them a week later, they didn't do anything towards it. But that's because they
Oh
think
my
that they
God.
need all of the numbers to equal up to 2, if that makes sense. When all you really need is you and God, and you got what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? You just need to ground yourself, find yourself, establish your target, and aim for it. But we think, oh, I need $1,000 to get what I want to get. I need a bunch of clients to do X, Y, and Z. You don't, And I learned that with photography. God was like, bro, you had a camera for 2 years. All you needed was the camera, but you felt like you needed more. Once I started using the camera, I started making money. So he like, bro, just use what you got. And that's what I tell everybody that I come into. Like, if you feel like you don't have enough or you need X, Y, and Z, start with what you have. Because that's going to build your confidence more and more. And you're going to start seeing what God can give you. Because he just saying start. That's all he's saying. God don't even ask for a lot from us, to be honest. He just be like, bro, I just want you to believe in me. Have faith that I can do whatever I put inside of you. You know what I mean? And have faith that you can walk through that without seeing everything come. Because that part is the hardest. When you putting in a lot of work, you like, bro, okay, I'm still struggling. You know what I mean? Like, God, when is this going to end? But God is teaching me, like, through this struggle, it's going to make the greatest beast out of you that nobody can ever tear apart. They won't ever be able to separate you from yourself, and they won't be able to separate you from him. And I'm okay with enduring it. I'm really okay with enduring everything that God gonna send my way because I know He's trying to make something out of me, you know. And I feel like if we shift the perspective to that, then we're not looking at things like, oh, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. Nah, that happened for you. That happened for you. Even if it's the most terriblest thing, it still happened for you because it created what God wanted to create out of you. And every single thing I've been through, even though that shit was traumatizing, it was hard. I cried. I was by myself. It was a struggle. God showed His face, and that's all I needed to see. And I think that's what God's trying to do with everybody's life. But you know, it's kind of hard.
I I feel like what I'm running into, which other people are too, is fatigue. The feeling of fatigue.
Ooh, oh my God.
It's not even this is happening for me. We somewhat subconsciously understand that, but it's putting that work in every day and being patient. And I was also talking about dedication, figuring it out. Because when you're dedicated, you usually figure it out or get what you want. That's like I correlated to boxing and, fitness, stuff like that. Boxers don't just box. They have to wake up early. They have to eat right. Some of them sustain from relationships because they're like, I don't want that energy leakage in any facet. Their whole life is catered around that one moment in them in the ring.
That's true.
They're dedicated, so of course they perform once it's time to perform. And that's where I think a lot of people fall short because they putting in that work, they being patient, diligent, dedicating themselves, but it takes time.
Yeah.
Like even me, I get frustrated sometimes. I'll be like, I'm making content is so easy. I could post 30 times a day if I wanted to.
Okay, you
But if
post a
I,
lot. I'd be like, yeah, he doing his. You're doing good. Like you're doing great. P.S.
thank you. I'm like, it's so easy, it's so simple to do. But doing it so like continuously over and then you can only do so much during the day. I don't think I can post 30 things on TikTok today and my account not get shadow banned. Like I literally have to take my time.
You have to what?
I literally have to take my time.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Like, because I think TikTok in specific has this thing where if you start posting too much, and they'll start recognizing some things as spam if they look alike, etc.
That
So
makes sense.
it don't even matter how much I create, I still can't post it. I can't rush the process. You get what I'm saying? So it's like putting in that work and staying diligent. Like I still have to wait. It don't matter how hard you work. Some things you just gotta let roll out, and that's where people get tired. That roll out phase, or discouraged rather.
Yep. Or if you start seeing somebody winning that just started and you've been doing it,
Uh,
I struggle with that though. But I'll say what personally helped me is understanding my walk gonna look different from everybody else's.
yeah, what?
Understanding that my walk is going to look different from everybody else's. So what I mean by walk is my life.
Yeah, of course.
Understanding that my journey is going to look different from everybody else's. The timing of when I'm going to get to the top is going to be different from everybody else's. I just got to focus on my life, my lane, and try not to chase after something that's already within me. You know, I think sometimes the feeling of fatigue comes from an unbalanced determination. And when I say that, I mean everything has to be balanced. You can't be moving ahead of yourself in no area, mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. So sometimes people get off track and they just focus on physically. So yeah, you creating content, but what's your life like with God? You know what I'm saying? What's your emotional life look like? Do you rest at home? Are you even capable of holding the blessings that God is going to send your way? You know, and I tell people that a lot. People, especially fire signs, people who are like really like on go to the next thing, trying to accomplish their dream, not even realizing like you're chasing your accomplishments. And even when you accomplish something, you don't even sit in your accomplishments enough to even be satisfied. You know, so I feel like that's
I
where
do
our
that too.
fatigue come from. Not being grateful for every moment that we didn't have, every moment that you posted content. You know what I'm saying? And giving yourself a break. what's the rush for? Because at the end of the day, you're going to get there when you're going to get there. Regardless of what you do, everything is about divine timing. And that's what something I had to learn within myself. I'm like, God, I post all the time. And at one point, I just stopped being consistent. I was like, because what's the point? You know, when you get on TikTok and you see people like, oh,
Right.
algorithm this, algorithm that, you got to do X, Y, and Z.
And you do it.
God said, don't
What you
live in
want?
this world. And that's all I needed to hear. Don't live in this world. So when I say stuff, people look at me like I'm crazy. I was like, I bet you I'll be the first content creator to go viral without posting consistently because I don't believe in worldly things. Yeah, y'all think this control the world, but it don't. God is the one who tells you where you gonna be. Now there is people who get there, but we don't know who leading them. We don't know if God really leading them or if they with the devil. We don't know if they leading themselves. You know, we just see their accomplishments and we think, oh, I deserve that too. But you don't know what it took for that person to even get there. You don't know what they gave up. They could have gave their soul to be there. And you like, oh, I should have been there before them. Or I should have did X, Y, and Z. Sometimes God is protecting us because he know we need to learn more before he take us to position us in that place. And I take that in my mind. I don't take that for granted because that means God not gonna put me in a place that he know that I am not gonna be able to sustain myself in. It's like getting to the top. It's like a person getting rich and fumbling the bag. You know what I'm saying? He has to prepare you. So that's why when you had said something about, you know, the timing of something and going through everything that you have to learn from something, I think that's the most important part. Even though it takes forever and I get impatient and I be like, bruh, I'm over it. I understand the process is gonna make everything make sense at the end of this. You know, everything is gonna make sense. It's just hard. And we gotta give ourselves breaks. We gotta breathe. We gotta say, hey, you know, I just need rest today. I don't have to post. The fact that you feel like you gotta do that, that means they controlling you. Or are you controlling yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta ask yourself where it's coming from. Now if it's coming from you and you feel like God told you, look, be consistent. You need to be consistent this month. Be consistent for 90 days and I got you. Because sometimes God will tell you something and you do it and it works. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like we have to ground ourselves enough to know what's being said. Because if we're just moving and moving, creating and creating, thinking we're living in purpose, but your purpose is not serving purpose. You're just doing stuff. And I watched people do that my entire life. Y'all just do stuff. And I feel like if you're not doing it with a purpose, then what's the point? You know? Otherwise, you just hopping from thing to thing saying, oh, this is what I want to be, but you're not even positioning yourself to be that all around. It's just physically. You know what I mean? It's just whatever your goal is. You want to be a photographer. You go out and do photography stuff. You're not worried about your mental health. You treat people like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many areas of your life that has to be aligned with receiving greatness. You can't just be a great painter and just throw your work out there and think it's going to blow up just because you're a great painter and you treat people like shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but whatever. TikTok blew it out. You know, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't live a life like that. You have to have balance in every area. So if something you feel like it's off balance or you feel like you're not getting there when you need to get there, it's time to sit back and ask yourself why. You know, you probably just need rest.
I know I do. I don't remember the last time I took a real off day.
Yeah, I
I
can
don't.
tell. You just need
I
rest.
don't. I
But it's
don't.
okay because look, I had a season in life where God was like, you need some rest. And a lot of people don't understand rest because we just know work, 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 work. Work equals some money. Without money, you don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So people don't think about rest. But hey, I'm the queen of rest. And I think that's what God made me for. To just come into somebody's life and be like, hey, you need some rest. Here, a pillow. Like, I love a good nap. But that's how I recharge. That's how I recharge my energy. And I feel like sometimes God don't give people things because they don't even have enough rest to even have it. What if God was like, all right, I got you, homie. Tomorrow I'm gonna line you up with hella shoots. It's gonna be it's 10-hour day, but you ain't getting no sleep the day before that. How are you gonna be in position to even do that? You know what I'm saying? You gonna do it, but you gonna
Yeah.
do it tired.
Shit. Yeah. Right.
You gonna do it, but you gonna do it tired. But God needs you to do it with energy. And that's what he's saying to a lot of people, like, calm down, slow down, relax. I know your goal. You ain't gonna get there faster than he can. You know what I mean? So it's just like chill, be happy, feel fulfilled with the goals you achieving. Make it be purposeful for yourself, but know it's gonna come and relax. Don't anticipate when it's gonna come. Just live and keep doing great things. And you're going to see that greatness. You're going to feel it every day before you even get there. Before you even get the money, you're going to feel like you already got it. Everything is energy. Move. Sorry, y'all.
Wow.
I don't like flies, but
That was therapy right there for me.
okay. You know, if you need a spiritual guidance counselor, I'm your girl.
You gotta hit her up.
Not for real.
What's your
Highly
TikTok and stuff?
intuitive.
Yeah, right.
2 underscores at the end. Instagram.
That
What you
part.
was gonna say? What's my what? TikTok?
Yeah, that's
Um,
your handle.
My TikTok handle is Brandy Lache, BrandiiLachai, but you're gonna see that somewhere tagged on this post. And my Instagram is the same. My crystal business is highly intuitive with 2 underscores, and my photography business is adjust your focus with 2 underscores.
Bingo.
That's my signature, y'all. Like,
All right.
but yeah.
So any last things you wanted to get off your chest, get off your mind?
Um, I'm grateful for you. You're such an amazing person. I feel like you inspire other people to be great. You know, continue doing what you need to do, but you know, take some time for yourself because that's what matters more than anything else in this world is what's inside of you, what you got going on. So just make sure you rested and fully prepared for, you know, what God has in store for you because He has a lot, you know. So don't underestimate. You know, you're doing what you're supposed to do. You don't gotta overdo it. You know, you don't gotta overdo it. It's already been written. Everything you see, everything you feel in your body that you gonna be and that you know you can see, it's already been written. God ain't gonna show you that for nothing. So don't worry about it. Just do what you know you need to do. But don't run yourself dry. Because you just gonna run yourself dry trying to get to a place like you it's like a person jogging on a track and a person on a treadmill. Right now, you're on a treadmill. You need to be on a track. You know what I mean? So you're not jogging in place. Feeling like you're going somewhere, but then you feeling like I'm not. You know what I mean? So pace yourself. You know, people lose more weight on the track now on the treadmill. They be thinking they losing weight. It's an illusion. It's literally illusion. Like anybody who really work out will tell you, like when you get on a treadmill, you don't burn shit. You hop on a track, you gonna burn some fat. You gonna get the sweating, your joints moving, every part of your body is doing what it's supposed to do. And I think that, you know, maybe that's what you need. Every part of yourself, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, needs to be taken care of in alignment. And you're a Scorpio, so you know you got it in you. You my fixed sign, so I know you got it in you. You know, you just slow down. When that fire is burning inside of us, we don't know how to turn it off sometimes, but you got it though. That's my final words. I love y'all. Y'all gonna see more of us because I mean, clearly we gonna be here.
This is amazing. Yeah, this is amazing.
But,
I needed those words. I needed that. Love y'all, man.
Any final words, or you good?
Any final words for me?
Yeah.
Of course, I enjoy our time. Good talk. Thank you for the words.
No problem.
I really did need those.
That's my job.
I did. She read the energy perfectly.
It's God. May all glory be to God. You know.
And I think I don't know. I don't even think I have anything else to say. Like, there's something I want to say, but I just don't know if I really want to fight to get it out. So I'm going to leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah. I love y'all, man.
All
See you on
right.
the next one. This is fire. This should be a fire video. I want to watch it.
Okay. Got a recap on that.
Right.
You got the footage, so you gonna be lit. And I know the edit gonna be fire.
Oh, I'm gonna.